So the Durham probe is heating up as the trial of Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussman begins tomorrow. The jury will determine how much Sussman lied to the FBI about the Trump campaign's alleged Russian collusion. Whether the Russia myth was all an intentional smear from the Clinton campaign remains to be seen. Former federal prosecutor Brett Tolman is here with his take this morning. Brett, great to see you. As this trial is set to kick off, it's interesting because this trial is about so much more. The public's interest, and probably Durham's interest as well, is about so much more. Let's talk first about Michael Sussman and lying to the FBI. Tell us what you think the strength of Durham's case is, and what is the potential penalty for Sussman?
You know, he's facing up to 5 years in federal prison. And when you decide to go to trial, you also lose all of the benefits that the federal code has to offer for someone that's cooperating with the government. I'm not sure Durham expected that this would go to trial. I think his plan was to charge Sussman, be able to use this case and hopefully have him cooperate to give him the broader and bigger picture of the conspiracy that involved perhaps even Hillary Clinton and her campaign.
Yeah, that's fascinating. So what does a conviction do in that? If you're right, and I suspect you are right, again, this case is about much more and going deeper. If, for example, Sussman is convicted and sentenced to those 5 years, do you think that in turn makes it likely that Durham can get access to more information, or perhaps then at that point Sussman looks to participate, help out? What is the prospect as the trial goes along and approaches potential, if it does, approaches potential conviction?
Yeah, I think Durham is playing, he's playing a chess game right now, and he is trying to set the scene for future cases. He's been able to pierce the attorney-client privilege, and he's been able to seed documents and emails and things that I think are helping him put together that larger picture. But once the conviction occurs, and he does have enough evidence, he has enough evidence to make this conviction, but assuming the conviction occurs, at that point, Sussman will have a large incentive to help and cooperate in order to lower his sentence before the judge.
Well, really quickly, then to follow up, Brett, do you think Durham has already accomplished his goal? As you point out, he pierced the attorney-client privilege. He's already received 22 emails, I believe, between Sussman and the campaign. In other words, if this is about more, do you think Durham already has what he needs to go for more prosecutions moving forward?
I think he does have a lot of document evidence that I think can support it. But what he's lacking are individuals coming forward that will resonate with the grand jury and with a jury when he tries a larger conspiracy case. And that's what he needs. He needs individuals that were part of the conspiracy to cooperate.
Okay. Brett, thank you for shining light on that this morning. It's something we definitely need to be following in the coming weeks. And we will on the Will Cain podcast. If you go subscribe right now at Fox News Podcast, Apple, or Spotify, I'm going to be covering this case in detail as we move forward and keep you up to date.